And now I need you on your feet for your Senior Vice President of Field Development, Cami Pentecost.
Good morning! What an exciting morning. This has been now I've been with It Works now for far too long. I'm not even going to tell you because then you all will know for a fact I'm not 29 anymore. It has been my favorite morning of all mornings of any event I've ever been to in the history of It Works. I mean, Mike starting it up, getting your mind right, and then Denise and her team up here exceeded my expectations and how the power of personal development will change the face of your business. And Jess, you and I are going live real soon, girlfriend, because the fact that she quit, joined 3 other companies, and can stand here and say, you were in the right place at the right time. And I know, I've tried it, so don't go over that road bump. I already did it. You stay right here and you water your own grass right where you're at. And I almost wanted to swear there because I was thinking about, otherwise your will be grass, you know? Because you'll be regretting being in the wrong company. Okay, anyways, we'll keep going. I had no thought pattern of where that was going to go, and it didn't go well. But then I was so excited about the story panel this morning because I have come to realize if you go one day without sharing your story in some form or fashion, that's the day that somebody's been watching you, gets online and needs you that day, and you didn't tell your story. So guess what? They missed it. They missed it. And so, you know, I believe we should be telling our story loud every single day. And for those of you that don't know, I put it out there that I was going to kick Morgan Martin's butt in a weight loss challenge. And we're both still on the road to hitting 30 pounds first. And yet we didn't do it in the timing we wanted to. But telling your story, putting it out there, we're not going to be perfect. But we can continue to go out and crush goals and be better every single day, win the day, as Mark says, right? Well, every single thing you're learning this morning, everything you're going to learn this afternoon, it will apply to your business, not just in person, but it will also apply to your business online. And I want to talk to you about this for a minute because I am a total belly-to-belly business builder, as they would call it. And I believe in the power of building a business in person. But I believe we would be a fool to not use this vehicle of social media in the digital economy we're living in to our advantage in this industry. I believe more people will be in business for themselves. They will have an internet business than not in the next several years. It Works is going to position you to not just have a vehicle that you can change your life with, more money, more time, but we're going to give you the tools and equip you to do it in person and online. And we're going to get more aggressive about giving you the tools that you need to be successful online as well as in person because they both go together. It's like a perfect chemistry. And, I know some of you are afraid about going online. Don't be afraid. You start little, you put your toe in, and then all of a sudden you've got a whole leg in, and then you're up to your waist in it, and next thing you know, you're doing both things every day, all day long, and it transforms your life. And so this is the first time we've ever done anything like this. You heard Mark say last night, where's my diamonds and above at? Do we have diamonds and above in the room? Mark put it out there last night, which I was kind of surprised because I thought we weren't going to share anything about conference and ticket sales until the 14th of October when they go on sale, but he put it out there. We are going to bring such incredible online social training to you at conference by just pros in It Works and pros out of It Works, that is their businesses to be good online. And so, we're not running from this digital economy, we're embracing it. We're going to be a company that is on the cutting edge front line of this digital economy that we're in. And so today we're going to give you an hour, 1 full hour of social media training. And here's what it's going to do. It's going to make your belly-to-belly business better, but it's going to actually give you a presence online if you haven't taken that plunge yet. And for those of you that are already online, it's going to take it to that next level. You know, one thing Mark and Mike have beat into our heads from as long as I can remember is, why are you going out and learning from people that have never done what you're doing? People that claim that they know what you're going through. They claim that they know the mindset battles you're going to have. But if you ask them, have you ever made money in multi-level marketing? They might say yes, and then you'd say, well, how much? They haven't made more than you. They've never even seen the kind of money that people in It Works are making right now. And so we pulled some of our best social studs to come up here on stage today and share with you what they're doing. I'm really excited. I plan to learn a lot too. And I know you're gonna not only just take a lot of notes right now, but when you leave this room, you're gonna be able to take massive action. And that's what it's all about, because that's why you came and invested in this weekend. And I can't think of anybody, she's my online hero. And she continues to blow my mind with what she does on social. And there's a whole group of them, and you're going to see them all afternoon long. But help me welcome to the stage some of It Works' very own social studs. Alyssa Wilbur and Brittany Landrum.
Can you hear me? Ooh, there we go. Hi! Okay, so I'm just honored to be up here with you.
We finally got up here together.
Finally. It's been how many years?
4.
Here's the first thing. 4. Here's what I want to tell you, first of all. Okay, you guys, you are going to hear a lot of repetitive tips. Success leaves clues. The people who are up here, a lot of us do the similar things, and we want to teach you. So even though it's repetitive, that should be your first clue. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should be applying this. And so today, I'm just excited to be up here with Britt. Do you want to share a little bit about you?
Yeah, so before It Works, I was a single mom working about 50 hours a week to still not have enough time with my son. And I felt like I was not fulfilled and something was missing. But because of It Works, I'm able to say no to things that I used to have to say yes to, but I'm able to say yes to things that I used to have to say no to.
And I am Alyssa Bilyeu. I'm 27 years old. I've been in this business for 4.5 years. I joined because I was sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I was a broken person. And because of It Works, I am the mom, the woman, the friend, the leader that God always designed me to be. And we're excited to teach you guys some social today. And we're gonna start just by, just the basics, okay? When someone goes to your profile, did you know that you have 3 to 5 seconds to grab their attention? That's it. So how's your profile picture? How's your cover photo? How's your bio? Do you have a link? Are you leading them somewhere? So you wanna make sure that you guys are doing all of these things. But you also want to make sure that you are sharing your story, your journey, who you are. And so we have a graphic to show you guys. Just kind of, okay, your name's going to go in the middle. So if you're taking notes, write this down. Write this graph down with your name in the middle. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to share, I'm going to have Brittany go through what are her 5 things that she shares on social. Because every day you're going to be dripping one of these 5 things, 2 of these 5 things, 3 of these 5 things. And that's how you're going to start growing your brand. That's how you're going to start gaining influence. That's how you're going to start making connections with people that they're like-minded like you. Maybe they're going through the same journey as you. That's why we want to really focus on these 5 things. So Brittany, will you share what your 5 things are?
Yeah, absolutely. So the first thing that I want to mention is that the hope is that you will think of your 5 things today, but understand that they're going to continue to change. They should change. They're talking about changing your circle. Once you've made those new friends, go find new friends, okay? And so one thing that I will stress is that when I first started, I think all I posted about was my friends, my family, and my business. And so now, things are a little bit different. And I actually want to leave you, it's kind of a silly tip, but I want to ask you a question. How many of us take pictures of our coffee mugs every morning with like a pretty background and we make some like fun post, right? This is what I tell myself every single day. Would I still be making this post if I wasn't trying to make money? And what I can honestly say is yes, because I tell a story through the post every single time that I make one. And I think that's why I've been able to build so much through social media, because I'm connecting with people at the exact same time. So if you want to pull up where it shows like the 5 that I have for me, those are kind of like the family, the faith, the fitness, keto and cooking, and the fun. And then we're actually going to break them down for you. So the first thing is my family. And this is just a perfect example, okay? So when you see me talk about my family, you're gonna hear me talk about that I had gone through a very rough divorce. I was a single mom for a very long time. I'm now part of a blended family. I have kids and I have husband, okay? The reason why I think it's so important to not just talk about that you're a mom is because then I'm limited to attracting only moms, right? But when I talk about that being a blended family is extremely hard, I have connected to an entire new market that now relates with me and thinks, oh my gosh, she has that struggle, I can do this too. I'm just going to go through all of them and give you, and so pretty much what we're wanting you to do is to pick your 5 things, but also realize that those 5 break into another 4 and 5 things, okay? So don't limit yourself, think outside the box. When it comes to my second topic, it's faith. Okay, and so, you know, the picture that I used here was when my son and I were baptized together, and the cool part about that story was that we didn't know we were really going to be baptized together until a week before it happened. He had mentioned it, I had mentioned it, and we're like, oh my gosh, it's happening the same day, this is so cool. But how many times, and actually Morgan was talking about it, that she talked about paying off her car, paying off her car, paying off her car. She took one thing and showed the entire journey that whole entire time. It's the same thing I've done with my faith. I talked about looking for that church home, right? So for months, I talked about looking for that church home. And then when I started posting about finding it, then it was almost like people were clapping for me because I had shown that journey the entire time. The next thing that I want to talk about is my fitness. And here's where, you know, it's kind of funny because I didn't need to become a certified trainer. I didn't need the extra income when it came to that. In my mind, I didn't have the time to travel to become certified. But what's so funny, it was the accountability. It was putting myself in a new network. And I'm telling you what, ever since I became a Kangoo Jump certified trainer, my business has absolutely exploded. And it's because, once again, they're coming to the class, getting to know me, and how many times, and it's so true, you have to take this as serious as you can. They're buying you before they're buying what you're selling. And that's why finding what do you want to be known for, you know, those kind of things. The next thing I would give an example is like the keto cooking thing. Okay, did it kind of selfishly? Yes, but I knew keto was such the big thing. I was trying to think of things that I know people would see and they would share it. Because then maybe it would help me grow my network, and that's exactly what it has done. So once again, when you think what you want to be known for, also branch that out. So like with the keto cooking, it's my thing that I try to use to get them to click the share button. The final thing that I want to talk about when it comes to what you're going to see at my page is the fun things. This is where I feel like personally I excel. Sometimes people think that I'm too real, I put too much of the silly stuff out there, but I'm telling you that's why they trust me. Cami was talking about how many times do we sign someone in this business and then they don't do anything, because sometimes what we post about is that we're on vacations and this is easy, but then they get in, it's not as easy as they thought. Well, for me, I feel like I have to post who I really am, or people are gonna join my team and they're like, she is a hot mess. She did not warn us about this. Yesterday, I got lost in the parking lot twice with my mother-in-law. Okay, it was a struggle twice. But what was so funny is when I was texting my team that are here, they weren't shocked. They weren't surprised because they knew that before they bought into this whole business with me. So that's what I would say is really just be you. Really find out who you want to be known as.
So going off of that, you know, a few questions that you really want to ask yourself are, who am I? Who are you? Okay, we all have something so incredible to offer. We all have pain, and there is so much purpose in your pain. And I know that it's hard to talk about it, just like Steph said. I didn't talk about struggling. You know, I was a blogger 2.5 years before I joined this business, and you guys, my life looked perfect online. I had incredible opportunities, amazing sponsors. They would send me lots of free stuff. I had no money. I had $5 in the bank the day that I started this business, but you would never know. And I never talked about it. And I built offline for 7 months of my business to Triple Diamond. I was belly to belly. And I think it was because I was so scared to tell people the truth about my struggles and about my life and who I really was and what I was really going through. And I was ashamed. And when I decided not to be ashamed and that my story, someone needed to hear my story, I started talking about it and I owned up to it. So there is purpose in the pain that you go through, but you also want to share, you know, the joys of your life. What are you skilled at? What's a skill that you have? What's something that you've been through in your life that you can offer value to someone else who's going through it? You know, Brittany has offered so much value just going through a divorce, and I recently just went through one as well, and realizing that there is purpose in the pain that you go through so that you can help other people do the same thing and make it through and talk about what your struggles are, you know, but you also want to talk about the amazing things going on in your life, about all of the wins that are happening in your life. What value can you offer to someone? So here's a couple of questions that I want you to write down. Who am I? Who are you? What do you want to be known for? What is something that changed you? What is something that happened in your life that changed you? What brings you joy? What is something that you're educated in that maybe no one knows you're educated in? What are you confident about? What is something? Yeah. Do we have? I think we do. We have a slide with this on it. I don't know if we do. Okay. Do you want me to start over? Okay. I'll talk slower. Who are you? What do you want to be known for? What is something that has changed you? What is something that you are educated in?
I'd slow down.
I'll stop right there. Okay. Are you caught up?
They want you to keep going.
Okay. I'll start over. I'm kidding.
We'll get you the list.
What is something that you are educated in? What brings you joy? What brings joy to your life? I don't think we talk about that enough. What are you confident about? What's like the biggest thing that you love about yourself, and are you talking about it? And then I want you to share your struggles and talk about what life used to be like before you found this company, or what life used to be like before you started doing your personal development. I know the panel up here, you guys, there's so much power in personal development, and it will lead you into something so much bigger than yourself, and that will give you just a platform to stand on when you're sharing online who you are. So talk about what life used to be like. And you don't have to share the house, the cars. It's a $5 cup of coffee. It's going on a movie date with your husband or your boyfriend or your girlfriend. It's the little things that matter, but we don't talk about it enough. And then talk about why you joined this company. And when you're talking about why you joined the company, there are so many amazing things that you can splinter off. Just like how Brittany said, there's always 4 to 5 things under one topic that you can talk about. So make sure that you're really digging into that, because that's going to give you so many different post ideas, you guys. And talk about what you want. So you've got to be a vision caster. Had I not been a vision caster on my social media, I wouldn't be where I am today. Cast the vision that you want for your life, and don't hide behind the fear of people knowing the truth about you and who you are and what you're going through and what you've been through. You have a platform. You have the power of social media to become and to inspire people all around the world. That's the beauty of this business. And so, last but not least, we want to talk about, really growing your network. What's something you've always wanted to do? Think about it. What's something that you've always wanted to do that you haven't done? Maybe you've been putting it off. You want to start day one. whatever it is that you want to do, you're going to start sharing your journey of that. So I wrote down, I want to run a marathon. I don't run unless someone's chasing me. I want to run a stinking marathon. So how I'm going to do it, I'm going to post the shoes that I'm going to buy to start training, the apps I'm going to use, and I'm going to share every single day, every single part of my journey. What products am I using to be energized, to feel good, to cleanse my body? Let's see what else. Sharing my transformation through the entire thing, mental transformation as well. Because I know that's probably going to be my biggest thing is mental. Like I don't do it, but I'm going to do it. And just the growth that you have through that process. But here's the thing. When you're sharing your journey, whatever it is that you want to do, maybe you want to take a dance class, maybe it's a cooking class. Just do it. Just start. You have, the finances coming in where you can take advantage of doing something new and something brave and something great and sharing that journey every step of the way. When I run my first marathon, I'm going to have an entire team of people behind me. I'm going to inspire someone else to run a marathon, someone else to get healthy, someone else to grow their mental awareness when it comes to really pushing yourself and getting healthy the right way. And that's a platform that we have. It's a platform that we have to take advantage of. So discover the 5 things about you. What's great about you? You all have so much to offer and you're not talking about it enough. And just like Brittany said, sharing your struggles is such a huge part of this. And every single one of your 5 topics that is who you are, that makes you exactly who you are, there's so much that you can feed from that and feed off of that. And that's what this is about. That's how you change the world. That's how you influence people. That's how you impact other people's lives. And yeah,
There you go. There you have it. Are we good?
So who are you? Who are you? And I know that the next panel coming, they're going to teach you how to build authentically, and it's going to be incredible. So get your notebooks ready.